Hello class, today I'll be discussing video log number 5. For week number 5's discussion, we were to learn about prototype methodology and identify the different stages that would be a part of a health information system developed using prototype methodologies and evaluated against other SDLC methodologies. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and briefly discuss what prototyping is and what a prototype is. Prototyping tests systems, concepts, and provides an opportunity to examine input, output, and user interface before final decisions are made. A prototype is an early working version of an information system. A prototype can serve as an initial model that is used as a benchmark to evaluate the finished system or the prototype itself that can develop into the final version of the system. So prototyping is basically continuing to put a system through trial and error to develop a product that would satisfy the client pretty much. So there are several steps to prototype modeling. I'll go ahead and go through them. So the first one is new system requirements are defined in as much detail as possible. This usually involves interviewing a number of users representing all the departments or aspects of the existing system. Number 2 is preliminary design is created for the new system. Step number 3, a first prototype of the new system is constructed from the preliminary design. This is usually scaled down system and represents an approximation of the characteristics of the final product. Step number 4, the users thoroughly evaluate the first prototype, noting its strengths, weakness, and what to be added and what should be removed. The developer collects and analyzes the remarks from the users. Step number 5, the first prototype is modified based on the comments supplied by the users, and a second prototype of the new system is constructed. Step number 6, the second prototype is evaluated in the same manner as was the first prototype. Step number 7, the preceding steps are iterated, as many times as necessary until the users are satisfied that the prototype represents the final product desired. Step number 8, the final system is constructed based on the final prototype. Step number 9, the final system is thoroughly evaluated and tested. Routine maintenance is carried out on a continuing basis to prevent large-scale failures and to minimize downtime. So basically that is a lot of back and forth of the product. So first you want to sum it up, first you want to go ahead and go through what the product needs, what issues is the organization facing, how is this product going to fix it. You're going through a lot of interviews, collecting a lot of data basically. Once you do that, you're going through the first prototype stage. So you present something really quick, really just to see if this would even help the organization. Once you do that, users could add, subtract from it. We like this, we don't like this. Then you're providing another prototype, but this time it has a little bit more substance to it. And with that being said, it should be starting to function the way and work for the organization the way they would like it to. And then from there, you're just testing it out to see, okay, this is working, we like this, Is there any last kinks we should make? If there are, you go back and you do some more testing and you do some more fixing, and then eventually you are providing a product that the organization would like. And then from there, you just do your routine maintenance to carry out the basis of the product. So with that being said, we want to go into structured analysis, which is a traditional system development technique that is a time-tested and easy to understand. Structured analysis uses a series of phases called the System Development Life Cycle, which is SDLC, to plan, analyze, design, implement, and support an information system. Structured analysis uses the SDLC to plan and manage the system development process. The SDLC describes activities, functions that all system developers perform, regardless of which approach they use. So SDLC seems like there's a bit more organization. You kind of know what you want. Once you know what you want, you kind of organize it within steps to accomplish that, basically. So that, as opposed to prototyping, the prototyping is more of a model that works best in scenarios where not all of the projects require not all the project requirements are known in detail ahead of time. It is based off trial and error process that takes place between the developers and the users. So, like I stated before, it's kind of like, okay, does this work? No, then change it. So that is the difference between like prototyping as opposed to SDLC methodologies, which is more organized, more planned out. The details are known in the beginning of what we want to be accomplished. This is how we're going to accomplish it. And then you develop the product, as opposed to prototyping where it's like, okay, so we want this, but what system, how are we going to get the system to work the way we want it to for our organization? So that is pretty much all I have for this week. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great day or evening.